Hi. Well, I guess I wasn't as ready as I thought I was. Game seems like a lot louder on my end than it really needs to be. That could be fun. Yeah? Yeah, probably. Probably. Alright, get into it. Um, so we did the thing. Oh, I didn't realize I leveled up. Let's see. What's that one do? Sneak under their noses, stun, smash. Untouchable man. See, hear, and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Body take control of certain people. Keep your morale up. Inland Empire. Dreams. Understand others. Work your mirror neurons. What? Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. Hmm. Maybe. Right. Let's. Hmm. Alright. Yeah. Let's do. Fuck, man. Yeah, sure, why not? Well, I'm not 100% sure what it is we're doing today. I have a lot that I could do.
The man is decomposing. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
The fish lips stay silent in response.
Damn.
You must be losing your mind, asking him that over and over.
I told you, he is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic
Yeah,
build.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can take care of the rest.
And then what?
It's too late to take him into processing today. I'll take him first thing tomorrow.
Pulls the black plastic bag over the dead man's face. Right? Well, now he's in the car. Right, and none of them know anything about any drugs. Sure you don't know anything about drugs? Man?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Oh, that's not what I want. Man, who do I have to talk to get some information about drugs around here? Hmm? Let's back. Ooh. I don't think that money. Oh my god, I still need like 63 rail in order to pay that guy. Fuck. Totally forgot about that. Oh, where I have nothing. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Retta. Come on, dog, keep it up. I'll do you proud. Do you proud, pup. I really wish any of these send those pedophiles to jail. Hold on. I'm not 100% sure that's what's happening in this game. I mean, you're right. You 100% right. I think that's a little outside the scope of my investigation.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
No. I will see you later. You know nothing about drugs.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Or underprivileged grandma. Ah, hell. There, whatever. That's not gonna happen. Who has information about drugs around here? There's like the 3 drivers I can talk to. You. Hold on, you a driver?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Yeah. I do want to tell you to fuck off
Drugs?
again.
They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Alright, yeah, you're right. You're right. He definitely seems the type.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Based Retta. Holy shit.
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night.
Now.
If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
That's such an oddly
There
specific.
was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country.
Uh-huh.
We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran.
Okay, that's kind of
His little
racist.
side business is a scam.
Why?
I wouldn't be
Why are there so
surprised
many
if he was
racists
spending
in
drugs
this
as well.
game?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his
knew it.
employer
I
stuff
knew
after
he was a
bonuses
driver.
on his Humanux lorry. His tribe are natural liars.
Okay,
It's in their blood.
enough of
He's your
that.
man, all right.
The views of the
100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
the views of the people in this game do not reflect the views of the streamer. I know. I know. Send him to jail. Immediately to jail. Did not pass go. Did not collect $200. Well, that guy does creep me out a bit. Not gonna. Something about him. Just, ugh. You know. Okay. Well, I guess we gotta bother sailing again. Gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, man.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
What's your stance?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
Uh-huh.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
This fucking guy. I'm super into drugs.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, don't you give me
Who
that,
said that?
Silang.
It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
Oh, you're on the sailing train now. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder, and he's an asshole. I'm
Uh-huh.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
okay. Maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
Uh-huh.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
Ah, yes. The drug crowd.
There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorry man.
Look, there's bad people doing
Yes.
bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up. It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Wait.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you. All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Alright, yeah, that's fair.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
No. Okay. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. Alright, so it... I've only seen the one lady driver and it's the pale driver. But it can't be that simple, can it? Hey.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her.
Yo.
All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore.
Okay.
She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
All the gamers to prison. All of you right in the slammer.
Thank God I don't know.
Okay.
People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not
Okay.
her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Who's she to
A
you?
friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
What does she
A
look
youngish
like?
woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
Sounds like my kind of woman.
What color hair?
Blue and violet.
Ooh.
Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Wait, what?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad.
Okay.
She's not a
okay.
bad person. I know that much.
Dyed hair.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled.
Yeah.
If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that.
No,
we won't
I-
pursue her on this.
get it,
This is
man.
information only.
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her.
Mm-hmm.
That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
Yeah.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. It's snitching, man. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
Hey, yeah, racism and sexism sometimes go together. Maybe the racist will tell me something.
Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son. It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? 'Cause she's on the edge, man.
The racist is the kind of player.
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy.
Man, do I want to...
I I thought you were a different kind of cop.
I'm sorry, Tommy.
Here.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex. Looks like a chain lock.
All cops are the same. I
The
know.
lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday. I bet you are.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir. I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
You don't really think so.
I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the RCM. Take care, sir.
No, Tommy seems like an alright guy. Honestly, I do feel kind of bad having had to do that.
This green found, A to Z, contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Gotta send them all to jail.
This is the one our man pointed to.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and two steering levers. You push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking sound. Then the door pops back a few centimeters. You can just... The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Ayo.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel
Ulan
about
frequency
math.
system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Sandpaper? A novel technique. Must be to offer some extra grip to the driver's foot.
Okay, yeah, I
The movie
guess.
stars are still smiling from the walls. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
Interesting.
A 20-kilometer radius at least. Perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
That seems
There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy with a hint of amberette. wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably grenade number 5.
Man knows his
The
stuff.
actress
Okay.
is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm
Wait.
goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat. You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Yeah. What is up, my dude?
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
As elegant as they are, I don't think they're relevant
Come
to the drug trade.
on.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well... We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation.
Yeah.
But somehow, I doubt that Evrard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
In short, this is a future angle. Possibly a good one.
Maybe.
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over. After you.
Alright, let's go see Joyce. I sure wish I could find my gun. That'd be nice. Probably take these gloves. And I do feel kind of bad about the whole Tommy thing. Wait, which... Over this way, wasn't it? Pretty sure. Pretty sure I'm going the right direction here. And then over here. Yes? Yes. Where am I? Oh, fuck. Am I lost again? No. No, no. We good. We good. Alright. Is there art? Ah, I can't see. Joyce, sorry, no. Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect.
Yes.
What have you discovered? Yes. And will you start an official investigation?
We might.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Yes. What you got?
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Alright, let's fucking go.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say.
Oh.
My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board.
Yes.
I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They
3.
report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Alright, do you mean because one of them died?
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Oh,
So, what happened?
No.
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now.
Ow.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called
Christ.
investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Ooh.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
Surely you're joking. These people are killers.
Wow.
My only hope is that yours provides a single, concrete suspect before they indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
Grabs hold of the
if you
mainsail.
don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
Oh no.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
Oh.
As I said, a bloodbath. Too many things have already gone wrong. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia.
Well, hold on.
All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. The remaining contractors, their tribunal, it's what they believe. That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've
Good.
asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The
That he
lieutenant
was
consults
killed.
his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor.
Oh.
In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out.
Right.
For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
Oh, and they're gonna be on edge.
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages.
Oh, I don't like
It will not be a fruitful meeting. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved. That's
Right.
wise. Our goal is to avert catastrophe. Besides, you're likely to encounter them sooner or later.
Is that right?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
They
Right.
don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him. Lely, his
Lely.
service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased's?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
Hang of regret in her voice.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50.
Okay.
It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Right.
Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go.
Right.
I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eendracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Right.
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database,
Insane Clown
you could run
Posse?
a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, man?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research.
Yeah.
I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel. I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here.
hell.
Until they do, it's all on us. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask. Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
She reaches over the guard wire and takes a photo, holds it
For
in her
about
hand.
half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways.
Oh.
A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
Interesting.
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stad's Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnese Islands, then this, Revachol. Those are the two constants, Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
What?
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Interesting. Interesting.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? I ain't no snitch, pig.
Actually, there is a shortage of people.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
God, her and Kuno, I swear to God, they must be related. So, I head back to Whirling and Rags. Try talking to that woman again. Because I feel pretty confident in thinking that she has my gun. But I still need like $63. That's kind of my problem right now, is I'm not 100% sure. How to make money. Other than just like finding it.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. You should punch a fucking hole. The murmur in your ears recedes.
That's frustrating. Okay. What if... What's your deal? Are you alive? A man sleeping at a table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a
colorful
tree.
piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Oh,
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait.
yeah.
Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Okay, well, I didn't want to.
Why the yelling, man?
30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look.
Wait, what? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer? We are the workers,
Yes.
the union. We know what we need. What's right for us. Okay, I guess there's also Everard. He's in
Right.
charge of the union. He's smart, knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Alright, what if I go talk to Everett? Maybe I finally talked to Everett about getting my gun. I guess. Let's do. Surprise haters. No. What if more perception? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go talk to Everett. Gonna run there 'cause I feel like it races time. Yeah, whatever. You're criminal. Oh god, that's right. It was such a pain to get over here. Forgot all about that. Was it this way? A lot of bottles.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Let's get going. The entire neighborhood can see us up here.
Right. Let me just... equip this real quick. These 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Man, we're gonna have a lot of these. Alright, is that everything? Yeah, that's all of them. Right. Alright, so Evrat. Talking to Evrat. See if I can get anything else out of him. I can remember how to get to him. Yeah, you think it would be easier. Alright, to get to the guy who's in charge of the Union. I think it would be beneficial to the people that he represents to be better able to get to him. But I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? This guy's a weirdo. Hey man, listen.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair. Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see.
Yeah.
I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I helped you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy.
That sounds kind of sus.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
I didn't like the way he said that.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Evrat doesn't mind.
Okay.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this? You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him.
Really doesn't.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you. but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
He's a weird guy.
A fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key.
And just like that, it's happening. The roller coaster is moving. Too late to take it back now.
Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss? Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
Excuse me?
The big man peers at you over the rims of his glasses for a moment, then interlaces his fingers and rests his chin on his hands.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
No.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Whatever app bugs me. Don't know what. He seems like a really weird guy. Here we go. Speedrun strats. Through here. Alright, this guy. Manana.
So, how'd you like our harbor? It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Okay.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got you.
That's the side of it.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Oh, so the none of the above type, are you? I get it. I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks.
Yeah.
What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know.
Oh.
Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Yeah.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for?
This
To feed our children, I
jiving
guess.
and juggling.
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker.
Oh.
I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Yes.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Alright, see you later, Manana. Okay. So, basement door near the greenhouse in the back.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago. Like, gone? In heaven? Thank you, officer. Looks like I'll get mint in the ground by April.
Yeah, glad to help. What I should be doing anyways. As a cat. Oh, Kuno. What's wrong, buddy? Volts. 20. Oh, fuck my life. Gotta go. This is a pain. Right.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Yeah.
The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
Okay.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement.
Wait, who has a leather
In fact,
door?
It's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard. Good job. Let's go now. I'm sure there's nothing interesting in there. There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises.
Being oddly specific about this.
As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle.
I got bullet holes on this wall. Do I go in? Do I go in? The game's got me curious. Smell of disinfectant in the room. Smells like chemical. Liz here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks. Feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. Gonna be another bot. Nope. Yes, they're staying over. I don't know. Okay. At all. Alright. So I assume I just report back to Everett. Be like, hey man, shit's done. Yeah, is that what I do? Yeah, yeah, figured as much. Motherfucker better tell me where my gun is. Swear to God. Face his ass. Let me in. There we go. There. Okay, Everett, where's my gun? Tell me, bitch. Oh man. I didn't realize the snow was accumulating. That's fun. Don't always see that in a game.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you? You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here.
Right.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Is it?
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty shit.
Our victim.
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
Probably.
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Alright, okay, that one's oddly specific.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
Yeah? Is you being an old man the problem? Also, thanks for the throw, Sin.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
How are you?
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
Right.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Oh, work ran a little long today.
An entire neighborhood of killers.
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Right, I get that.
There's a militant wing inside the Union.
Yes.
A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
Alright, the governmental structure of this city is deeply confusing to me.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Uh-huh.
So these idealists killed our victim?
Probably.
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
What a raw line. Holy shit. Woo.
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea.
Uh-huh.
Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Of course you did.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
I'm sorry, you're what?
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Can you introduce me?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
Right.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
Okay, alright. Yeah, that's a bit much.
These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
Ooh, that would be interesting.
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes. Of course, you're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
Do people like you, though?
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry.
It
we
is.
union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
I can't help but feel he's being sarcastic.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly.
What? Excuse me?
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them.
Okay.
Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
Right.
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Yeah.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
That wasn't the question.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets. You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're gonna show up in full force tomorrow.
That doesn't sound
The
fair.
lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real. I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Okay, I do need it. But
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else? Was it a good talk?
No.
I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike.
then tell me.
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
My brother in Christ, I unlocked a random person's door for you.
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for it.
Oh, this fucking
And what
guy.
would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing. I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth center in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
You fucking what? First you hit me with a righteous. We're gonna get these kids on roller skates? What?
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry. They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth center, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie. On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun.
This fucking guy. Level up perception. Okay. For fuck's sake. I feel like I'm doing way too much for this guy. Is this gonna fuck me? It is. Probably? Yeah, that's what I thought. No, down here, Harry, please. As most things do. Just don't know. Just don't really know how far I can get without Everett's help is the problem. really prefer not to deal with him. If it were up to me, I would have never fucking dealt with the guy. I almost feel like I have to in order to get
The
anywhere.
machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle.
I'm not gonna have enough money to pay Gart. That's fine. No, I don't want to go to that. Where was the pawn shop? I've forgotten where the pawn shop was. Something down. Is there? Why won't you let me look then, my dude? No, there's nothing down here. Where was the pawn shop? Or is this the Polis? Hey. Who are you?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
There won't be a next time. I really need to get going.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Trash?
Please don't go. I'll even stop smoking inside.
Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
Damn. Well, that was kind of silly.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
Right.
He could be a witness. We shouldn't rule out the possibility. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Okay, that's not where I was needing to go. Where is the pawn shop? Alright, I might be dumb. There is a distinct possibility. Musty smell of potato cellar and spring emanates from the air. What does that mean? Wait, was the pawn shop down over here? Okay, yeah, this is the pawn shop. So then, closer.
Evening, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Right. And that's probably where I need to go, huh? Butter
A
sign.
crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order. Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Alright, can I math this out?
Just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal. No use rubbernecking now.
Well, shit. Yep. I have to get to the fishing village. Yeah. Whatever. That's not what until Wednesday? What's the day? No, that won't do me much good. No, that's just a kid.
Yes?
No response. He just arches his brow. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his...
Yeah, whatever. Spent all my money getting here. Well, that's your own issue. Can't help but feel I'm not really gonna get anywhere. Anything here. Into. Yeah. Any. Except. Alright.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? A lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real. Yes.
That's unfortunate. I can't talk to a single person. Ugh, I don't want to talk to Kuno. Let's do that. Let's see if we can find a way into the apartment building. Alright, so figuring this out has made my life so much easier.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
Right.
The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the concrete floor.
Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door. With the smoker. You already were there. Didn't work.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Come on.
You can't think of anything convincing. Time for some police brutality.
No, you're not.
You don't scare me, punk. I may be an old woman, but I can still take the likes of you.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds inside.
Whatever. And I wouldn't. I wouldn't open the door either. It does not appear to be, no. What's going on? How's the foot? I don't. Sin.
There must be another way into the building.
Okay, why do you sound like that, though? At least I have my shoes. Shit, yeah.
spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow. Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there? You were looking pale there for a second. What are you looking at? Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old. Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago. But no, these do not warrant an investigation. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Oh man, imagine if I tried kicking that before. Hey kid, you little shit.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Oh, I wish.
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out?
If anything, you're afraid she'll take you out one day.
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Where are these kids' parents? And has Kuno come down enough to be coherent yet?
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck do you want with it? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
A demo tape? What the fuck?
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
Okay.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
You what?
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno? Fuck out of here!
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker?
What?
Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows.
He means Manana, the laid-back striker at the gates.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Yeah. Gonna shit on this kid.
Get the fuck out of here calling Kuno stupid. Pigs come to Kuno for guidance, then say he's stupid. The fuck is up with that?
They're lost without you, Kuno. They need you. You're in control of this.
Why don't you figure your shit out yourself before you come to Detective Kuno for help?
Maybe we should.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
I don't give a shit. Damn.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, Kuno. Kid bugs me. Alright, Manana. What do you know about the armor? Huh? Boy, you suddenly got real bright out here. Alright. Well, we'll ask Manana about the armor, and then we'll probably call it a night.
Hold on, Wandering Man. How can I help you? The little boy had a good on his promise.
Promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Uh-huh.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What
That's
is?
fair.
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
Right.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Right.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Manana's such a chill guy. This feels like an okay place to call for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Tomorrow is Hades, I think. No, pretty sure it's Hades. I'll check. Yes. Yeah, Hades. Although, may swap that out for something. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling after work tomorrow. You know, sort of cross that bridge when we get to it. Until then, well, thank you everyone for coming. And I hope to see you around. Alright. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Bye.